of thousands of undocumented immigrant youth are dying. And we've been starving because our dreams and our futures have not been taken into consideration. Because politics and games with people's lives are not what we need right now. We do not need laws that criminalize immigrants and that criminalize our communities. And that's why we are here to demand that Senator Schumer move the DREAM Act as a standalone bill. Because this is what we need as a standard for immigration reform. Many of us are students, we are graduates, we are professionals, we are women, we are men, we are straight, we are LGBT youth. We were born here and we were born in other countries. And we are all here because we are fighting and struggling to pass the DREAM Act immediately. And we are here to pressure our senator, who has to be a leader on this, to take a stand on the DREAM Act. He can make it a reality this year. And he can feed and he can nourish our dreams, but he hasn't. And congressional inaction has led groups around the country to escalate. A couple of weeks ago, 3 students sat in Senator McCain's office. And all of them are now facing deportation. This is why, now more than ever, it is urgent to pass the DREAM Act. It is not just us, it's groups in Kentucky, in Michigan, California, in Florida, all over the country. Youth and immigrant communities and allied communities are urging our representatives to move on the DREAM Act as a standalone. Because this is what will nourish our communities, and it'll benefit our economy, and it'll realize the dreams of thousands of students. That's why we're here today. And we thank you very much for being here and standing with us. Not only are we with the New York State Youth Leadership Council, many of us are also in other groups around New York, and so we're from different parts of New York, so we're representing different areas. We have young people from Eye Openers, Youth Against Violence, from Staten Island supporting us, and they've been so for a really long time. We also have young people from La Union, and we also have support from the Minquan Center for Change. And all of us are working together because we think this is necessary and it's important. And even though it might seem a little drastic, it's what's needed right now. And enough is enough. DREAM Act students can't wait any longer, and that's why we're here today. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask the young people with the shirts. Most of us are initiating the hunger strike. It'll be about 10 to 12 that will be striking indefinitely, and others will be joining. Another dozen will be joining whenever they can. Thank you. I will leave you with more strikers to share their stories.
My name is Jose Luis. I am from Mexico, and today I am starting this journey because I've seen my life go by. I am 30 years old. Every year, with the hope that the DREAM Act would pass, and the inaction of our leaders and Senator Schumer have led to this, have led to young people take action. We cannot continue to oppress, we cannot continue to criminalize young people for something that they didn't commit. I'm starting this hunger strike because my life goes by. I've seen generations and my friends and family members who could not achieve their dreams. I want to be a counselor at a junior high school or a high school, and I haven't achieved my goal. And that's because I am undocumented. I've been in this country for 20 years, and in those 20 years, my hope has always been the same. Become a better human being, become someone who's productive to our society. My dreams are not different from the thousands of dreamers out there. 65,000 students graduating each year from high schools around the country. it's just that you just have to look at the number. 65,000 graduating around the country who are undocumented with very little hopes of going to college. What do we want for this country? What do we want for our society if we're denying the education to these 65,000 students across the country? I asked Senator Schumer today, wouldn't you pass a legislation that would benefit your son, your daughter? Wouldn't you pass a legislation? Wouldn't you promote a legislation that would make your country stronger? And you can go and ask him and see what his reaction is. We're tired. We're tired of living in the shadows, and I'm here doing this strike because I will not sit around seeing how newer generations go through the same virus I've gone through. I want to stop this, and I want to stop it now. And together, all of us here, we can make it. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to be talking in Spanish. Mi nombre es Gabriel Martínez. Yo llegué a este país cuando tenía 10 años. Nunca me di cuenta de mi estatus legal hasta cuando iba yo en mi último año de escuela superior. Cuando todos mis amigos empezaban a aplicar para las universidades. Entonces me decía, yo también tengo que aplicar. Cuando fui con mi consejera para preguntarle que cómo lo hacía para aplicar, ella me dijo que no podía yo ir porque no tenía yo un número de seguro social. Gracias a mi persistencia, apliqué por mi propia cuenta y fui aceptado a la universidad. El mismo año que fui aceptado a la universidad fue el mismo año que se introdujo el acta del sueño o el Dream Act en el 2001. Desde entonces he estado trabajando en el Dream Act. Ahora tengo 27 años y todavía sigo trabajando en esto. Desde el 2001 hasta el día de hoy nos hemos juntado con nuestros representantes. Les hemos pedido que por favor pasen el acta del sueño. Y ellos prometen, sí, lo vamos a hacer. Pero no lo hacen. Por ahí en el 2005 empezamos a hacer protestas. Empezamos a hacer protestas en este lugar con Schumer diciéndole, pasa el acta del sueño. Tampoco lo hizo. En el mes de abril 10, empezamos a caminar de Nueva York a Washington para pedirle al senador Schumer que pase el acta del sueño. Tampoco nos escuchó, tampoco lo hizo y nos siguió ignorando. Esta es otra nueva escalación que hemos subido y esta va a ser una huelga de hambre para seguir exigiendo que se pase el acta del sueño, porque ya basta que una generación tras generación no pueden cumplir sus sueños, no pueden cumplir sus sueños académicos, no pueden cumplir sus sueños los que sean. Y esta huelga de hambre vamos a estar sentados aquí por tiempo indefinido hasta cuando Schumer nos diga qué va a hacer. Y nuestra demanda es que se pase el acta del sueño ahora. Gracias.
So now we're just gonna initiate a question and answer session. Most of you already did it, but so it is estimated that 70,000 students graduate from high school and don't benefit and cannot go on, cannot continue. But for now, it's estimated that 1 billion students.
It's estimated that it's about 1 1.5 million citizens that would benefit from the DREAM Act. And some who would be eligible for citizenship immediately because they have already gone to college or already graduated. So they will just be straight up for citizenship.
Do you think on the possibility that immigration may come here? Sorry. ¿Has pensado en la posibilidad de que los oficiales de inmigración pueden pasar por aquí? ¿Qué pensáis hacer si eso ocurre?
So the question was, have you all realized that immigration can come here? ICE may come here. And also even with the police, it's always, we've spoken with organizations that work with legal assistance, and it's, I mean, just matter of factly, it's always a risk if you're undocumented. But right now, all of us here are just, we've had enough, and enough is enough. We can't be hiding in the shadows anymore, and students are not going to back down anymore.
Many people are calling this the signature civil rights struggle of our era. What do you say to your friends and other undocumented students who may be out there? What do you say to them now in this important time?
I think one of the important things is that what I would say to them is to stand up, to take leadership and to come out. I lived in the shadow for 20 years hiding my status, and I can no longer afford to do that because I can't continue to be living like this. If I continue to be living like this, my dreams will never come true. And we have to stand up, we have to come out, we have to organize, and we have to make sure that we are there with leadership for our community.
The question was, she wants to hear about some of our dreams. Yeah, why not? Some of
I want to be able to get a job. I graduated from college. I did everything I had to do. Now I want a job, but I can't find one. So even though it sounds like anything that an ordinary person would like to do.
I want to be a counselor one day and inspire young people to continue their education, but also creating leadership. I think it's something that has been taken away because of the fear of deportation. Many students prefer not to come out, not to talk about their status, and I think it's something that is very important to do in this society. Just create leadership with young people and inspire them to continue their education. So that's my goal.
I want to live in a world where immigration status doesn't affect how much dignity you are granted and how much respect and how many rights you have.
My dream is to make their dreams a reality because as a voting constituent of Senator Schumer and Representative McMahon, I believe it's about time these young students deserve a chance and they shouldn't be criminalized for things they didn't know they were doing illegally when they were young.
I have 2 children that are born here in the United States, and I want to walk with them to a better future, to a better life, to become a U.S. citizen with them, make a better life for us and for everybody else.
My dream is to live in a country where everybody has the right to dream and to achieve their dreams.
I want to be able to tell my little nieces and nephews that who are also undocumented, who are also dreamers, we're going to be able to keep on dreaming and going to be able to keep on achieving their goals.
Actually, I have been too much working on DreamMat that I had different dreams. And sometimes I want to be a lawyer, other times I want to be a computer scientist, Other times I want to be a police officer. So I'm not sure.
I want to be a math teacher, be able to help other students pursue their dreams and higher level of education.
I want my friends, family, and all the people I know to have the same opportunity to be able to dream and push forward in their education.
My dream is to be part of a country that takes care of people who contributed so much.
And my dream is for the kids of my friends to come true and like to pass so that they can go and pursue their college, whatever they want.
My dream is that we come out with another generation of young people that are willing and able to contribute to the country.
My dream would be an immigration lawyer. It's a racial family. I want them together and I want this country to have a better life. I want to give that to other people.